Today's our last day in Bakersfield. I'm gonna be heading back to Mammoth for the week. Got a lot of interesting things going on up that way, so it's Sunday and it's gonna be time to get on the road here shortly with Sadie and Bud. And work our way back up the Eastern Sierra corridor there, and hopefully we can spot some interesting things along the way. All right, guys, we are officially on our way back to Mammoth. I got my co-pilot Bud and Sadie here. So first thing I'm gonna do is go stop and wash this windshield. Got the windshield cleaned up a bit better. It's not perfect, but we're gonna make it work. So we're getting ready to head up through the canyon here, up through Lake Isabella area. So just almost 90 degrees out, just under 90 degrees, a little cooler today. It's supposed to cool off into this next week, so looking forward to that. And got all kinds of good stuff going on. We're gonna be back out at the airport. We got a bunch of panels coming in, and all sorts of other things for those damaged hangars. So we're gonna get started on that again. Should be a fairly interesting work week up here in Mammoth. The river here is still flowing pretty heavy. I know the lake is up. It's actually started receding a bit, so it was up to its highest point and it's starting to recede just a bit. They've still got this flow, pretty much lasted all summer long, flowing at full steam ahead. A lot of times, you know, by this time of year, it's dwindled down to just a trickle, but definitely haven't really slowed it down much this year. They just, a lot of excess water. And I heard some rumors, the El Nino rumors from December through February. I've heard weather experts predicting a 95% chance. So, I mean, guys, we could be looking at another record snowfall year and just record overall moisture year here in on the West Coast. That will be quite interesting if that's the case. Well, they're still doing one lanes through here. This has been all summer, even on Sunday. Today's Sunday. You can only imagine how much this cost. And I mean, it's really, honestly, it's not even really necessary. I don't really understand it. Must have had the money in the bid or something, because, you know, you get up here to the section where they're actually working on, and I mean, it's done. It's been done. Like, the road is right there. The road's all intact. It's never even been not intact. They just reshored the shoulder of the road right here. But I mean, you still have two lanes fully intact. Has been the entire time. Just seems like they'd want to get this thing wrapped up a little quicker. It's our tax dollars at work there, guys. This is Onyx. Lori's parents live out here. I like it up here. Only thing is a little bit windy out here usually. That's the only problem. I wish the wind didn't blow so much, but other than that, there's a lot of beautiful country out here to look at. And up this way where we're looking now, that just basically takes you up into the Sierra Nevadas. We're coming up on the Pacific Coast Trailhead. It's one of the trailheads where a lot of people will join in. I might stop up here and I'll take a look at the monument they have at the top of the grade, Walker Pass there. I've shown it before and a long time ago, but figured I'm not in any hurry to get up to Mammoth today, so I'm just going to take my time and maybe stop and take a look at a few things on the way. This over here, this is the White Blanket Indian Reservation. Walker Pass up that way, which that Pacific Crest Trail runs right along through there, through those mountains there, and goes off to the left and heads further up into the wilderness up this way. You can see Walker Pass about 11 miles from here. This is like the last little cluster of off-grid little homesteads here before we get to the Walker Pass. This is like it's called Walker Pass Lodge, which I don't think it's really a lodge anymore, but at one time I think it was. There's a few homes here. There's no cell service here, and I don't think there's any power. I think the power is all off-grid power out here. there's definitely no power lines that run out this way, so I think everything that's out here is running on solar or off-grid of some form or fashion. So here we go up the pass. So like I said, I'll go ahead and stop here. I want to show you this historical point. Right there. And then, so a lot of people hop on the trail right here. Of course, it's a little windy out. So here you go. Joseph Rutherford Walker here. And these are the different, this is a registered National Historic Landmark. So that's pretty cool. Hope you guys can read that. Walker Pass, it's dedicated to this guy right here. And the trailhead's right here. You'll see a lot of people in the summertime heading up through there. Actually, this time of year is like the best time to do that trail. And then down this way, there's the Mojave Desert. So we just drop on down to the good old 395, or actually it's 14, and it turns into the 395. Only 82 degrees up at the top here. Fairly pleasant. So let's see what the high desert has in store for us. As we drop down towards the highway here, you can see off in the distance the beautiful town of Ridgecrest and Inyokern. So Ridgecrest, kind of a military base town. There's a big military base there. A lot of stuff going on out there military-wise. But if you were to look at this place overhead, I mean, at one time they had mapped this whole thing out. So there's actually roads. It's like a huge grid, like they set it up for a giant city that never actually took off. When you fly over this area here, everything's all just like a grid, just like you would see over, in the San Joaquin Valley, except for there's just no population. Ridgecrest is probably the most populated area out this way, and Cal City's a little bit further south. Same thing. It's all mapped out like it was going to be a big city, but it just never has taken off, probably because of the wind. But here we go, Bishop, 130 miles. So let's get on up there. is that interesting little structure here. The Lemon House Inn. Wonder what that used to be. Maybe it's a hotel room. This is kind of a neat old building too. All rock. Definitely very, very old. Late 1800s. Maybe even older than that. The Cabin Bar Ranch. Don't know who owns that, but they sure do got a nice gate, or they did have a nice gate out front. Definitely in disrepair. Kind of curious what's back there. I'd like to go back there one of these days. Our place is over that way, about 3 or 4 miles. We're in Olancha, or I guess this is called Cardigo here. So you can see the old fireplace. Actually had a concrete floor here and then probably a raised floor back there, it looks like. So neat. Cardigo, population 92. Definitely an eerie little place here. Not a whole lot going on around here, that's for sure. But who cares? Well, that windshield didn't stay clean very long. We have to stop up here in Independence and clean it again. As you can see off to the right is Owens Lake. Taking you guys out there before. Still plenty of water down there in Owens Lake. You can see way out in the distance there's a fair amount of water still in the lake. And normally this time of year, very little water. So pretty cool to see that thing almost as full as it's been all season. Whole entire thing there. And now we are coming into the new area, the new section of highway that they just got done. Been working on that all for, I don't know, this might be the second year that we've been working on it. A lot of water out there still. That's a big body of water, guys. So I was looking at that earlier and it's definitely a fire, I'm gonna have to say now. I didn't know there was a fire, but you can tell it's gotta be a fire up that way. So I'm gonna look and see about where that's at. We're just south of Independence right now, so somewhere up in there, just south of Independence. chilling, bud. Sadie. Here we are at the Independence stop that we always stop for fuel here. Some interesting cloud formations as we get closer to Mammoth. It's nice and calm here today. Usually it's pretty windy. Not bad at all. So we're gonna get some fuel. Keep working our way up the highway here. Well, it's Monday morning back in Mammoth. We're up here on the bluff. And just wanted to drive up. It was nice and calm, so I wanted to come up here and get an overview of the town for you guys. I do this every once in a while. And just look at the town below, and that right there, that's the snow pit. So they've been doing a lot of dirt work out there this summer, making a huge platform out there. They're just making that platform larger and larger, raising that elevation. It's going to take a lot of material to get that where they need it. They were running trucks, I don't know, the last couple weeks, solid out there. I mean, just solid. So got all kinds of stuff going on today. The boys are up in June Lake setting forms on that pad. Everything's looking great up there. Solid as a rock, just like I said it would be to all the naysayers. That thing's solid. It's not going anywhere. So you can bank on that. Put that on the stock market, whatever you want to say. That thing's no water seeping up, nothing. It's all going around, diverted just like we planned. So everything worked out great over there. We're going to be starting another commercial job this week. So look forward to getting into that. We got to get the big excavator moved over there. We're going to have to find a truck, hopefully. I'm going to talk to Cal Lobed, see if they have anything up in the area. And see if we can't move that 290 down there. And we got stuff at the airport. We got Juniper Springs Lodge. We've probably got about 20 plus jobs going right now. And we're just doing our best to button everything up as the weather starts to come to a close. You can definitely feel the colder weather. A lot cooler in the mornings, 40 degrees. And a few more warm weeks and winter will be here.